श्री वशिष्ठ महागणाधिपतये नमः। ओम श्री महासरस्वती नमः। ओम श्री गुरुपादिकाभ्यां नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण जय जगन्नाथ।
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today we are discussing a very rare subject, rare topic. Of course, finance means everybody is interested, and we have conducted a number of classes in various courses, and many people have attended the classes. Some people may be new. They do not know the KP procedure, how to know the financial position of the native. But with my experience and after studying a number of books, I found some more new points are there to be added to the analysis of finance in a natal chart or horary chart. So I want to tell about those points and make it a complete one. Since the subject is very important, finance is very important to each and everybody, we are going to cover it. I am Acharya G.V. Krishnamurthy of KP Astrology College, Padmarao Nagar, Hyderabad. Today, we are taking up the subject fortune and finance. What is fortune? What is luck? Apart from the finance. That we are going to discuss now. The discussion will be mostly in English. And in between also I will try to cover Telugu. I am not going to give you any notes right now. But some of our friends are recording this. So that record will be provided to all of you in the group. So you can take down the notes afterwards. But kindly hear the topic, subject, and try to understand the subject. Kindly don't disturb this when the flow is going on. And if you got any doubt, in between I will ask you and I will try to clarify you. If any Telugu people are there is no problem, don't worry. I will try to convey the meaning in between in Telugu language. And we can also translate the notes in the end in Telugu. And one of you may put it in the group also, there is no worry. In the present days, every person, to whichever caste, creed, religion and community he may belong, he is having everlasting desire to become richer and richer. Everybody wants to get more money and more money. Nobody has got any exemption. According to our scriptures in Hindu mythology, the objectives of human pursuits are of four types. One is dharma. Dharma means righteousness. Number two is artha, that is money. Number three is kama, desires, including desires for sex, etc. And finally, fourthly, moksha. It is salvation. Moksha means salvation. Out of these four objectives, widely accepted priority is given to dharma in the olden days. Dharma is the most accepted, important type of pursuit that human has to do it in his life. But in the present days, dharma is ignored. Human activities mainly are meant for earning money, artha, and for achievement of all the desires. There is no exception of desires, kama, and that which will lead to social disorder. Nobody wants the righteousness. Dharma is not required nowadays. Only artha is required. Money. What? To fulfill their desires and also to end their desires. And nobody wants to remember about the moksha, salvation. Maybe some exemption may be there. Nobody should offend for it, but I am talking about the majority of the people. So, in these circumstances, we are going to discuss now about the money, how to earn more money and more money. Is there any other procedure to earn more money than it is promised in the natal chart by the God, the Creator? So, we will only now discuss about the money, which is the only remainder out of the four desires. Whether a person is a poor, wealthy, or ailing, anybody, the epicenter of his activity is only money. Everybody wants money. So, but all are not lucky enough to possess the wealth, because one must have a very good luck to own money. Unless luck is there, we are not going to get money. Planetary positions and conjunctions governing this wheel of luck due to positive or negative effects are creating so many yogas mentioned in the Parashara system. There are so many yogas in the Parashara. Here, even though we are KP, we are going to discuss in the KP. KP was only a creation, advancement, further research of the Parashara system. Our Guruji has only found out some of these things which are easy to identify and analyze. But he has not ignored the Parashara. So whatever it was written in the Parashara that we are still following, that will help also to understand the subject more. As an astrologer, what is the problem? Kindly mute it. Kindly mute. No, otherwise I will remove you from the group.
Sai Krishna garu.
And if you got any work, you can leave this meeting. Don't disturb like that. మన హిందూ మైథాలజీ ప్రకారంగా ధర్మార్థ కామ మోక్షాలు ఉన్నాయి. ధర్మం రైచియస్నెస్ గురించి, మనీ అర్థము, మనీ గురించి, కామం డిజైర్స్, మనకున్నటువంటి కోరికలన్నీ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. తర్వాత మోక్షం. ఈ ధర్మార్థ కామ మోక్షాల్లో మన చార్ట్లో కూడా ధర్మా ట్రైన్స్ 159 హౌసెస్ ధర్మాన్ని ఇండికేట్ చేస్తాయి. 2610 అర్థాన్ని ఇండికేట్ చేస్తాయి. మనీకి సంబంధించిన హౌసెస్ అవి, ధనానికి సంబంధించిన హౌసెస్. మూడోది కామా ట్రైన్, డిజైర్స్ ట్రైన్ అది 3711. అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ మోక్ష ట్రైన్స్ ఆర్ 4812. ఇవన్నీ కూడా చెప్పబడ్డాయి. ఈ అన్నిట్లోనూ కూడా ఇంతకాలం వరకు ఇదివరకు యుగాల్లో మనం ఎక్కువగా ధర్మానికి దానికి ప్రయారిటీ ఇచ్చి ఇంపార్టెంట్గా చూసేవాళ్ళం. కానీ ప్రస్తుతము ధర్మాన్ని చాలా మంది వదిలిపెట్టి అర్థమికే ప్రాముఖ్యత ఇస్తున్నారు. మనకి మనం ఎలా సంపాదించామన్నది ప్రశ్న కాదు, సంపాదించామా లేదా అన్నదే ప్రశ్న. ఆ సంపాదించిన దాంతో మన కోరికలన్నీ తీరేయాని కాదు. మన కోరికలు తీసిన తర్వాత మన పిల్లలు, మనవలు, ముని మనవలు, ఇంకా హైరార్కీ ఇంకెవరన్నా ఉంటే మనకి వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా సరిపోయే సంపాదించాలి మనం. అది ఇప్పుడు మన కోరిక, ప్రజెంట్ ట్రెండ్. సో మోక్షం అనేది ఆఖరిది చాలా మంది దృష్టిలో మర్చిపోయారు. మోక్షం అనేది ఇప్పుడు ఎవరికీ అక్కర్లేదు. ఏదో చాలా మంది, కొద్ది శాతం మంది మాత్రము మోక్షానికి చేరువలో ఉన్నారు అంటే ఆశ్చర్యకరమైన విషయమే. మనకి ఫ్రమ్ ది 2nd century ఆన్వర్డ్స్ ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ ఎకనామిస్ట్ కౌటిల్య అర్థశాస్త్రం రాశారు. Kautilya has explained this about the monetary earnings at that in those days. And he has written Arthashastra also. So, and all the rules mentioned for the materialist life, money, financial security, whatever you call, that was mentioned in the Arthashastra also written by Kautilya. But he has also clarified at that time the interconnection of all these 4 objectives, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And no one should exclusively try to enjoy life or exclusively endeavor to create wealth. That is what he mentioned. Contrary, in the modern era, Kautilya's sayings are proved as more important with the emergence of the monetary economy of all socio-economic activities. So, ఈ విధంగా మనీకి ఇంపార్టెంట్ బాగా పెరిగింది. ఇంకేత మనీ గురించి మనము ఇప్పుడు డిస్కస్ చేద్దాము. ఈ మనీ ఎర్న్ చేయడానికి ఏమిటి మనం కొత్తగా ఇవాళ డిస్కస్ చేయబోయేది ఏమిటి అంటే మనం ఇక్కడ చూడాలి. There are 4 points are there. These are all general points. They are not included in the astrology. There are 4 priceless tips to become rich in the practical life in the present world. Number 1, if you wish to become a wealthy person, you should learn how to derive optimum mileage from time to time, because time is the prime factor that can bring wealth for you. Why you alone are financially unlucky, while there are so many millions who have earned millions and millions of rupees, and why cannot you also become rich? This is the question. There are many wrestlers, there are many people in so many fields, but only a few will get rewards and awards. Only a few will become rich, even though lakhs and crores of people are struggling their life, they are working very hard, but they are not in a position to meet their both ends. So this is the present situation. Only a few people are becoming rich. See, for example, Ambani brothers are there. Out of 2 brothers, both have struggled, both have started companies, but the elder Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, has got more money, he has earned more money, while his younger brother could not earn money properly. Because his priceless tips, he has not utilized the time properly. So that is one of the important things. Time is very important, we should utilize the time properly. This is not connected to astrology, these are the 4 tips which we are thinking should be implemented by each and everybody to become rich. Yes, many researchers also has come to this viewpoint. In order to achieve your targets, you should minutely observe your shortcomings and do not pass on the buck to others for your failures or circumstances. No doubt every human being is impacted by his life events. There are separate circumstances for each and everybody, and those circumstances may obstruct him to work hard or meeting their targets. But it is unfair to solely blame your circumstances. Like many other persons, you also can change ominous life events to your own advantage and thus emerge as a winner. If you try to overcome and win over your adversities, you will yourself find to have come first hurdle, to have overcome the first hurdle to your avowed aim. Remember that a victory over time is the first step towards success. So targets, you have to maintain the targets. Targets మనం మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి, టైం కరెక్ట్గా మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి. 8 o'clock క్లాస్ అంటే 8:10 కూడా వస్తుంటారు జనం. This is the way. Of course, they may have so many reasons. We cannot blame them. But at the same time, it is not correct for them to only think about their own problems. But they don't want to maintain any kind of timeness. Timeness is one of the important thing. And second thing is reaching targets. Just now, one of our friend has told, today month end has come, we have completed, we have maintained our targets, so now I am free today. So that should be the policy. We have to maintain, we have to meet the targets, whatever they are fixed. You should always encourage the deeds that actually suit your nature and choice. And whatever you do, your action must be backed by your patience, tenacity, zeal, perseverance, and devotion. If you do so, you are bound to succeed in your mission. This being the second step towards the achieving success in getting money or earning money. Another step is, third important step is to become wealthy is never put off till tomorrow. Whatever you have to do today, you do it today only. Don't postpone it for tomorrow. Which implies non-postponement of the job at hand. Remember, you can catch hold of time by its forelook and never from the behind. So, live in the present and do your work within the time presently available to you, and always make constructive utilization of the present time. Only those moments are fruitful which have been fully utilized, the rest being wasted away in unproductive manipulations. Try to dispose of the job at hand and never put the same off until the next day. You also know fully well that major portion of the job on hand, which you wish to defer till the next day, can never be practiced. Hence, do right now, but never postpone it to further days. Another last tip or fourth tip is to become rich is always keep yourself busy, very busy. Always keep yourself as very busy. And never sit idle. Apply yourself on the work at hand, but never while away time or not even filter it. Continue to remain busy, even if the job is insignificant. Do your work in a well-planned way and do it without any delay. Believe me, if you learn how to utilize time, your name will always be found in the list of a wealthy persons of your area. Make full use of the sharp intellect which you have at the appropriate time. Your actions must be in the right direction. Save time from being wasted away and save it in any cost. If you can manage to act as suggested above, you will suddenly find that immense wealth, prosperity, and pleasures will be at your feet. The Almighty God has allotted how much money for you. This you can easily deduce after following these 4 steps. బహుశా మీకు అందరికీ అర్థమేంటాయి. 4 స్టెప్స్ ఏంటంటే, ఇది జనరల్ స్టెప్స్, దేనికైనా ఉపయోగించేవి. ధనం సంపాదించాలంటే మనకి 4 స్టెప్స్ ఫాలో కావాలి. ప్రైమరీ స్టెప్స్ ఇవి. ఏమవుతుంది? టైం మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి, టార్గెట్స్ మెయింటైన్ చేసి కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి. ఈరోజు మన పిల్లలు కూడా, చదువుకునే పిల్లలు కూడా మనం ఇవే చెప్తూ ఉంటాం. టైం మెయింటెనెన్స్ అంటే కాలేజ్కి టైం, స్కూల్కి టైం ఎప్పుడు వెళ్ళాలో అప్పుడు వెళ్ళాలి. సో తర్వాత టార్గెట్స్, ప్రాక్టికల్ బుక్స్ అవి ఎప్పుడు సబ్మిట్ చేయాలో ఇన్ టైం సబ్మిట్ చేయాలి. అలాగా ఆ విధంగా ఎప్పుడు కూడా మనము చూసుకోవాలి. థర్డ్ ఏంటంటే, పోస్ట్పోన్మెంట్ ఎప్పుడూ ఉండకూడదు. దేనికి కూడా రేపు చేసుకుందామో, ఎల్లుండి హాలిడే వస్తుంది కదా, నెక్స్ట్ సండే చేసుకుందామని ఎప్పుడు మనం పోస్ట్పోన్ చేయకూడదు. తర్వాత ఎప్పుడు కూడా మనకి పని అయిపోయినా సరే ఇంకో పని ఏదో చేతిలో పెట్టుకుని మనం ఐడియల్గా కూర్చోకూడదు. ఐడియల్గా కూర్చుంటే ఎప్పుడు కూడా మనకి లేజినెస్ వస్తుంది. మనం దానివల్ల ఏ పనులు చేయలేము. ఫైనల్గా దట్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ది ఇన్కమ్, మనీ ఇన్కమ్ మనకు వచ్చేది పోతుంది. సో ఈ విధంగా 4 పాయింట్స్ చెప్పారు. దీస్ 4 పాయింట్స్ ఆర్ జనరల్ పాయింట్స్. దిస్ యాక్చువల్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ టు manage. These 4 points if we manage, definitely we will be able to earn more money out of this, definitely. అర్థమైందండి? Could you follow up to here?
చాలా బాగా అర్థమైంది సార్, చాలా బాగుంది. చాలా బాగా అర్థమైంది సార్, చాలా బాగుంది సార్.
అర్థమైంది సార్.
Okay. Next one, after analyzing our chart as per our instructions of our Guruji K. Krishnamurti Garu, we have to see the combinations, wealth confirming combinations. Everybody in the natal chart, everybody will be having one lagna, one ascendant will be there. For that ascendant, what are the planets will be giving dhana yogas? That you have to check up. Even the KP also, that we have to check up, in spite of the fact that is not required. We are only going through Tattva Samlord and the Star Lord and the houses covered, and finally we are telling. But this is not sufficient to improve our finances. Improve our finances further than what is promised by the God. Ardhamaindandi? Now, in the house, actually, our parents normally we will give children 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, and they will go to the market and purchase 1 or 2 items. If they find some other third thing also there, which is useful to the house or which is useful to him, he will purchase if money is there. Like that, we also normally check up as per the rules for the money what we are going to get in the life. But at the same time, we have to cover these points also. These points may come from Parashara or for some other purpose. Parashara is the Vedic astrology, which is the basis for all astrological systems. It is given by the oldest seers. So we should follow whatever they said. Like that, from Aries ascendant onwards till Pisces, all ascendants will have wealth conferring configurations. Which are the planets they will give wealth. How to check up these things. And further, our Bangalore Ramangaru, he has written a book, 300 combinations of yogas. All these 300 combinations are from only given by sages. But Ramangaru has not given any kind of reference to the oldest books. All are covered in the old books only of Parashara system. So all these yogas are there. In these yogas, there are so many wealth conferring combinations are there. And in this combination, some combinations will give sudden gain of wealth. In our KP system, we will not check up generally unless asked for. If anybody asks, am I going to get any sudden gain of wealth, we don't check up those 8th house or combinations. So sudden gains of wealth is one extra item which we have to cover in the analysis. That was given in the Parashara also. So sudden gains of wealth and also a chance of acquiring hidden wealth. This is one we are not going to cover in the regular system. Chances of getting hidden wealth is one of the important items. That is also we have to check up while comprehensively analyzing the charts. Then afterwards, there is one important thing is acquisition of wealth through speculation, share markets, lotteries, races, etc. This is one of the extra income. Normally, we don't check up. We'll only follow if fifth house is connected. Then we will check up whether it is any income comes through lotteries or just speculation or anything extra. Then there is combination to earn wealth through self-efforts through brothers' help, through friends' help, through mother's help, through acquisition through son in some natives, will get money through children who are far away. Some money they will get it through enemies also. Some money will come through wife or spouse. Some money will come through wife, either by her own earning or through her family property. Some wealth will come from the government. Now, some time back, we have purchased some land here and constructed the house. The value has gone to hundreds of times now. So that itself is a wealth created by the government. That's called king, either state or king. So wealth acquired through father. In Parashara system, they will say Hemadruma Yoga. So like that only, there are so number of ways to find out the money, and some people may get it through this kind of things. At the same time, there are also some kind of aspects and conjunctions PAC with some planets. Thereby, some obstacles will come in earning money. In earning wealth also, some obstacles, negatives also will be there. Shakata Yoga is one of the yoga which destroys the money. So there are so many planet conjunctions, retrograde conjunctions. So we have to check up all those things. And all these yogas also we have to cover, and we will be able to get it. Some combinations are mainly we have to check up the Lagna strength in Cuspal interlinks. Actually, for each and every event, we have to check up the Lagna. Unless Lagna certifies that particular event, their primary house will not certify. Even if it is certified, we cannot take it as granted. So, Lagna's approval is required. That means Lagna Lord and Lagna should be strengthened. It should have the strength to face. Especially for creating wealth, Sun, Moon, Lagna, Lagna Lord, Jupiter, Venus. These are the important planets and houses that will give the money also. So luminaries, Sun, Moon, plus Lagna, plus Jupiter, Venus. These are the important things. We have to check up this position. If they are malefic or benefic, then only things will change. Not only KP rules and Parashara rules, but these things should be definitely ascertained. So like that, for each house, each ascendant, there are so many different things are there. Priti Lagnaniki Kuda, Lagnadipati Lagna Tarvata, Surya Bhagavandu, Chandra Bhagavandu, the luminaries అంటారు వాళ్ళని జన్మగ్రహాలు. తర్వాత మామూలు గ్రహాల్లో జూపిటర్, వీనస్ని మనం ప్రత్యేకంగా శ్రద్ధగా వాటిని అనలైజ్ చేయాలి. అలా అనలైజ్ చేస్తేనే మనకి తెలుస్తుంది. లగ్నం వీక్గా ఉంటే మనకి ఇక్కడ చెప్పలేమన్నమాట. అది మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. మేము ఇక్కడ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్గా చార్ట్స్ కొన్ని వెరిఫై చేద్దామని మనం అడగడం జరిగింది. వచ్చి క్లాస్కి వచ్చి వాళ్ళు అందరూ ఇవ్వమని. Only some 8 to 10 people they have given, that's all. That's all the people they have not given their birth details. So unless they give birth details, we will not be able to touch that subject. So whatever the people they have given, that I will try to analyze those. Today we are going to cover 2 people. We have given first and second. One is Gopi Kiran and second is Professor Srinivasu. These 2 people have sent it in top PRT. And those 2 charts I will cover it, how to check up these things, and the rest of the things I will cover in a separate class, next half a dozen. And the people who are not interested, we are ignoring it. We cannot do anything for them. In spite of requesting in the ad, nobody has submitted these details. At the same time, I have also requested to submit some the feedback, and most of the people have not submitted in spite of several requests. So the people are not having proper interest on the subject. or the class. Many people doesn't see the group properly. This is very unfortunate affair unless you take interest. Now just now I told 4 points. Out of these 4 points, this is 1 point. If you wanted to learn something about this subject, you should be very careful in maintaining the group, and you are asking the doubts or attending classes in time. All these things are required. Unless it is there, you will not be able to learn. Just like money, accruing money. So this sudden gaining of wealth and sudden gaining of hidden wealth, all these things we should take into consideration. So this is one of the important things. The next point is, for getting wealth, second house is important. Second house is important. Next is, second house is cash, and sixth house is negation to seventh house. Opponent is identified by seventh house, and opponent to seventh house is sixth house. The opponent is 12th house. 2, 6, 11 is important. 5, 8, 12 are negative houses. 2, 6, 11 are positive houses. And 2, 6, 11 for the opponent are 5, 8, 12 for us. Same houses. Second house to seventh house is 8th house, and sixth house from seventh house is 12th house. Similarly, 11th house from seventh house is 5th house. So 5, 8, 12 will create loss for us, whereas profit to our opponent. And 2, 6, 11 are gain to us and loss to other people. So out of this 2, 6, 11, the second house is the primary house, primary indicator for this. If second house is having any what is called empty own house, I forgot it. Own house, this empty means Uchanita, then Trikona, Mola Trikona. If second house is any Mola Trikona for any planet, then it should be considered the primary indicator for finance. రెండవ స్థానం కనుక మూల త్రికోణ స్థానం అయినట్టయితే ఏ ప్లానెట్కైనా ఆ స్థానాన్ని ప్రైమరీ ఇండికేటర్గా ధనార్జనకి కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ రెండవ స్థానం మీ చార్ట్లో ప్రైమరీ ఇండికేటర్గా చేయడానికి మూల త్రికోణం కాకపోతే పనికిరాదు. అప్పుడు 4వ స్థానాన్ని చూడాలి. 4వ స్థానం మూల త్రికోణ స్థానం అయితే వేరే గ్రహానికి అప్పుడు 4వ గ్రహం ప్రైమరీ ఇండికేటర్గా అది చూడాలి. అది 4వది కూడా కాకపోయినట్టయితే అప్పుడు మీరు 9th హౌస్ చూడాలి. 9th హౌస్ ఇస్ లక్, అదృష్టం, అది చూడాలి. అంటే ఏమిటనమాట, సెకండ్ హౌస్, 4th హౌస్, 9th హౌస్ అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ లగ్న. దీస్ 4 హౌసెస్ ఆర్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు ఫైనాన్స్ one after another when they are Mula Trikona houses. So, for example, in one chart, just now I prepared. This is the chart of Gopi Kiran. Has he come today? Is he there in the meeting?
Sir,
Okay.
sir.
Is this particular, is it correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't think this has got rectification of birth time. 12:35 may be correct or not, I do not know. I am just getting doubt. Anyhow, whatever timing, whatever date you have given, I will prepare this chart. So here, second house, now for example, as per this rule, second house means Lagna is Pisces, second house is Aries. Aries has got a Mula Trikona Sthana for Mars. Mars is having own houses, Aries and Scorpio, and Aries is in Mula Trikona house for Mars. So the second house is the primary indicator here. And apart from that, as per Parashara, the second house and 9th house lordship is Mars. So Mars is the what is called Yoga Karaka Graham, Yoga Karaka planet. Mars is Yoga Karaka planet for this, and this Mars is in the 8th house. aspecting second. So second and ninth lord who is Yogakaraka, and Mars is the primary indicator as per the rule what I have just now told, that Mars is in 8th house. So Mars will spoil the financial relations of this native. So this native has to do some remedies for this Mars. Unless he do remedies for this Mars, he will not be able to get it rectified. He will not be able to get the normal position of finances. This is very important. For creating wealth or getting more wealth, second house is the primary house, and to find the primary indicator, we have to check up whether there is an empty sign or not in the second house. This is definitely Mulatrikona house in second house Aries. So Mars is the primary indicator as per this rule. Apart from that, in Parashara, when one Kona sign lordship has come, or Kendra and Kona mixes up, it will give Raja Yoga. The second house and ninth house lordship given to the Mars gives Mars is a Dhana Yoga Karaka. Dhana Karaka. But Mars is here in this particular chart. It is in the 8th house, and 5, 8, 12 are the negative houses. 8th house is the opponent's second house. So whatever cash he is getting, it will go to the opponent only. It is opponent's cash. So he is losing. That is the negative house. So he will not get that money. So okay, this is the point which you have to cover here. The next thing, ఇప్పటిదాకా అర్థమైందండి. మనము ఇప్పుడు ఏం చూస్తున్నామంటే మామూలుగా కృష్ణమూర్తి గారు చెప్పినటువంటి పద్ధతి కేపీ పద్ధతి ఏముందో ఆ పద్ధతిలో అసెస్ చేయకుండా మిగతా ఎక్స్ట్రా పాయింట్స్ ఏమున్నాయి అందులో కవర్ కానివి దాని గురించి మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇది అయిన తర్వాత లాస్ట్ అది కూడా డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. గురువు గారు చెప్పినది కూడా లాస్ట్ డిస్కస్ చేస్తాము. అయితే అడిషనల్గా ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ కూడా ముందు చెప్దామని అనుకుని ఇందులో దిగాము. ముందు అయితే అవి నాన్ ఎస్ట్రాలజీకి సంబంధించినటువంటి 4 పాయింట్స్ గురించి మనం మాట్లాడుకున్నాము. అవి కూడా మనకి హెల్త్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయడానికి కంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తాయి. ఆ తర్వాత మనం ఇప్పుడు ఒక్కొక్క లగ్నం, ఇప్పుడు పైసెస్ లగ్నం ఉంది. ఈ పైసెస్ లగ్నానికి ఏమేమి పాజిటివ్ ఏమేమి నెగిటివ్ అన్నది కూడా మనం చెప్పుకున్నాం. పైసెస్ లగ్నానికి ఏమి పాజిటివ్ ఏమి నెగిటివ్ అన్నది చెప్పుకున్నాం. అవి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. అవి ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి. For Pisces, I will just tell you a few points for this lagna. Similarly, for all lagnas it is there. Mars plus Jupiter. If Mars and Jupiter joins together, it's a good combination for 11th house, this Pisces combination. Or otherwise Jupiter Moon. Jupiter Moon combination is also very good. This also we can check up. This combination also will help for this native. And both these combinations are not there in this particular chart. If Jupiter is posited in the ascendant and is combined with Mercury and Mars, or Mercury posited in the ascendant, which is aspected by Mars plus Jupiter, the native will become a highly rich person. But it is not there. This condition is not fulfilled here. So Jupiter is there in the lagna. There is also a saying that when Jupiter is there in the lagna, it will eradicate hundreds of mistakes. Yes, it's a fact. 1 lakh mistakes it will spoil. But Jupiter is in lagna, but at the same time, Jupiter is not joined with either with Mercury or Mars. Mercury is the lord of 7th house. Mercury here, lord of 7th house. Jupiter is in the star of Mercury. Second cuspal sublord is Jupiter. Jupiter is posited in the 1st house and owner of 10th house. And Jupiter is in the star of Mercury. Mercury is in 9th house, lucky house, Bhagyasthanam. But he is the lord of 7 and 4. 7 means 7 means what is 7? 7 means
Badaka.
Bhadakasthana, yes. So 7 is Bhadakasthana, and just Lagna, second Kaspal sublord, and also Lagna Kaspal sublord is connected to Bhadaka. So financially, this man may suffer financially to a large extent. But Mercury is in the conjunctions with Sun in Sagittarius, is in close conjunction with Sun. Sun is in Bhagyasthana, 9th house, denoted by father also, and the planet is indicated by father. He is the lord of 6th house, so he is giving some job. 9th house means 9th house related job. The second Kaspal, first Kaspal, Lagna Kaspal sublord is connected to 9th house because of Jupiter, and the second Kaspal sublord also same thing. Jupiter is connected to 9th house. 9th house means this man must be having a religious institution or a education institution or what's called traveling company or some organization. Something somewhere he will work. And he is also, Mercury is connected to 4th house and 7th house. 4th house means again the same, schools. So he may be connected to either the school or the college or any education institution, higher institution of education. So 6th house is there, and he is working as an employee, and he is earning money. Because Sun is also in conjunction with Mercury. Mercury is the planet to give the strength to education, is a karaka for education. So he is well educated, and he is working in an honorable and position, and he may be having little status also for that job. Definitely he may be getting a good job. Sun and 6th house is there, and Mercury is there, so he may be either in the government organization or semi-government organization. So these are the indications which we are getting. But same thing is, Mercury is connected to 7th house, which is the Badaka sign, and Rahu Ketu axis is also there for 1st and 7th house. So the problem, this will affect his financial money problem. And second sign lord, Mars, for Parashara, he is at the 8th house, which is a bad house, and he is not doing any Raja Yoga for the Nephi. So these are the things. Similarly, when Jupiter is in a quadrant triangle and Mars is positioned in its own house, such a native will become millionaire at the age of 28. So there are so many combinations are there for each lagna. That combinations also we can check up, and we can easily find out what is the position exactly apart from the KP rules. మనము రూల్స్ ప్రకారంగా మనము కొంత ఇండికేషన్ ఇక్కడ ఇవ్వడానికి వీలుస్తుంది. తర్వాత మనం ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఫర్దర్గా మనం చెప్పుకోబోయే ఆ పాయింట్స్కి ఉపయోగపడతాయి. తర్వాత మనము ఇప్పుడు కాంబినేషన్స్ ఫర్ రిచెస్, డబ్బు బాగా సంపాదించడానికి చాలా రిచెస్ ఉన్నాయి. ధనాన్ని సంపాదించాలంటే కొన్ని కాంబినేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఆ కాంబినేషన్స్ మనం జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించి నేర్చుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే లగ్నాన్ని బిల్డప్ చేయాలి. ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు డిరైవ్ మ్యాక్సిమం ప్రాస్పెరిటీ, ది అసెండెంట్ ఈజ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ టు బి ఫోర్టిఫైడ్ బై ఇట్స్ ఓన్ లార్డ్ అండ్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్డ్ బై ది benefic planets, and should be free from any affliction to the ascendant and the 11th house. Ascendant to 11th house indicates riches through self-efforts, while trine houses both from ascendant and also from the moon, the native will get windfall gains through speculation and bondage of luck and venture. Unexpected incomes through windfalls and acquisition of wealth by way of inheritance or from the remote sources are connected to with the strength of the 8th house. 2nd and 11th houses signify opulence and riches, while the 5th house and 9th house denotes success in speculation and give indication of the fortunate events. So we have to check up this kind of sources, which normally we are not doing it. as per the rules. Unless they are connected to the second customs abroad, we are not going to consider all those things here. So this is the thing which we have to discuss. Then what are the points which you have to cover? These are all general things. What are the things you have to cover? Now what I feel is, astrologically, we have to check up the Fortuna, Pars Fortuna. One thing is Fortuna, it means one lucky point. That lucky, where is the lucky point? And through Fortuna, whatever the money he is going to get, that we have not taken into consideration when we are analyzing the chart for finances. So this Fortuna should be added as an additional point for covering the analysis. And second point is, first point is Fortuna analysis, astrological point. Second point is election astrology. Election astrology means Muhurta. Muhurta is one of the important things. See, nowadays we have studied GMP, Gurumurti Paddhati. In Gurumurti Paddhati, Gurumurti recently is no more. And that gentleman has told, a 95 years old man, he told us, Gurumurti Paddhati very easily, if any marriage day, date and given, immediately used to say how many years they will survive together. That was almost 10% correct as per the GMP. But nowadays nobody is interested in GMP. New systems nobody wants to learn. If anybody wants to teach freely, then only the people will come forward. GMP is the one good method which actually we have learnt and could not able to tell anybody else. That in that how many years they will be together. They may get divorced exactly at the same time, or husband and wife will leave this world at that time. So nowadays nobody is treating it. What is wrong with that? That is not, time is not auspicious. Nobody bothers. If you want to earn more money, you have to even open a bank account at the auspicious time. If you won't open it as and when you have got some time, free time, then it will not be sufficient. So second method is Muhurta. Muhurta for each and everything is very important. I will cover that also, I will add some more points. But this is, first is the Fortuna, second is the election astrology, that is Muhurta, and third is the remedies. From the beginning we have to do it. When we require, suppose if anybody wants to go to foreign country, then they will come running. If anybody, now recently one thing has happened. For example, one lady has brought her sister's daughter to me 3 years back and asked me to see the chart. Then I told him she is going to get a love marriage after 2 years. Then finally it will not survive, marriage will not take place, it will go. Then approach again, second marriage, love marriage may come. Even that marriage also will not survive. Second marriage may be there, like that I have to explain. Now suddenly same thing has happened, they came running again. And they say, so we have kept quiet at that time, now what is that we have to do, what remedies we can do. Everything has come up to the neck. Now what remedies they will do? How they can solve the problem overnight? Is it possible? Is it in our hands? The people are not willing to put to even Bhagavan a prayer, small prayer daily. Now suddenly God should come and to their rescue. How far it is correct? So the third point is to get more money. You have to do remedies as the third point. So these 3 points, one is Fortuna, second is election astrology, Muhurta, and third is
Remedies.
Remedies. So these 3 things we will discuss now for some more thing. Afterwards, the charts also we will discuss. Now one is Pars Fortuna. We will call it Fortuna, and Arabics call it Pars Fortuna. You both are same, Pars Fortuna or Fortuna. Fortuna is not a planet. It is only imaginary point. but this deserves a serious attention as it includes certain results which are not so clearly shown by the aspects or conjunctions formed by the transiting planets to those in the natal chart. So Fortuna is a very important point. Our Guruji KSK has found this Fortuna. He brought from the Western countries, and also in the Tajik, this Fortuna is covered as Sahams. There are a number of Sahams in Tajik Shastra, and it is a Vedic astrology in our India, where many people knows it. So this is covered in that point. What is it in this Fortuna point is there? What is this lucky point? Longitude of the ascendant and longitude of the moon should be added together, and from that longitude of the sun should be deducted. Then the Fortuna point will come. Longitude of the ascendant plus longitude of the moon minus longitude of the sun is the Fortuna of the native. That is the exact degrees, minutes, seconds is the lucky point for this native. This is very fast moving planet point. Just like Lagna, this also will jump. In the case of twins also, one twin will get one Fortuna, one sign as Fortuna point, another will get some other thing. So Fortuna is also very fast moving point, which gives very good results. So it should be covered. Even Parashara people also, they should understand this Saham. They call it as Saham in Tajik, and it is one of the subjects in ICAS. So this is the Fortuna is the point given by the KSK. In this Fortuna, Western countries and Arabic people, they don't follow differently for daytime birth and nighttime birth. But the KSK has made it very clear that daytime birth is separate point rule and nighttime birth is separate rule. That is, longitude of the ascendant plus moon minus sun is the daytime for daytime Fortuna, and nighttime for finding out the nighttime Fortuna, longitude of ascendant plus longitude of sun minus moon, just changing this sun moon position. Then it gives the result. Here for this native, Fortuna is there in the this Taurus, 18 degrees 52 minutes. Fortuna is 18 degrees 52 minutes. In this, just like any other planet in the right side of the bottom right side, just like any other planet, in the last column, Fortuna is mentioned. The Fortuna is mentioned here in the last column, and the sublord is Mercury. For the gentleman, Mercury is a sublord for Fortuna. Like other planets, we have to consider sublord only. Where is Mercury here? Mercury is in the 9th house, and it is in the 4th house and 7th house. So this Mercury sublord will give the result. Wherever it is posited, that house, plus wherever it is owning, wherever he is owning, those houses, it will give the result. Mainly, in transit, if any benefic planet passes through that point, Fortuna point, then the results of the Mercury will be given. Automatically, that results will come. And similarly, if any malefic goes, it will negative results also will come at that time. So his luck will be there when, for example, Jupiter is the Lagna Lord. He must be benefic, and 10th house is also benefic. Of course, it is negation to 11th house, but 10th house is also benefic for other things, except in the case of success. So 1 and 10 is a status, dignity. When Jupiter crosses these points, Fortuna point, then definitely it get some kind of benefits at that time. So it is found that the results enjoyed by the people born with a few minutes of each other showed dramatically opposite results. We should try and find out the factor in which it is so fast moving as to cause opposite aspects and bring about such different effects. Is not the Lagna thereby Fortuna? These two alone, which move very fast and can give.
John there. This
Huh?
is due to milk people. Tomorrow they are going.
What do you want?
The remaining balance they have before giving more.
Kindly mute it, sir. Kindly mute it.
Three bottles.
Kindly mute it, sir. So therefore, if Fortuna is also taken into calculations and predictions, the result will be more encouraging. So according to Krishnamurti system, it is not of much important where the Fortuna is placed in the birth chart. The important lies with the sublord of the Fortuna, where sublord is placed. So while giving predictions regarding Fortuna, it depends who is the sublord and where it is placed. So while giving prediction regarding Fortuna, it depends who is the sublord and where it is placed. If the sublord of the Fortuna signifies ninth house, you will have ambition for higher studies, aspiration for higher status, makes money as traveling agent or service in educational, legal, religious departments or international trade, exports and imports. So this is the prediction. This is the prediction of this gentleman Gopi Kiran. And he is also, Mercury also the owner of 4 and 7. So we can also see the prediction is for 4, he enjoys decent patrimony. He saves money and invests in landed property, mines, minerals and metals. He will be a wealthy person too. He will not make any difficulty in earning money. So this is the prediction for Fortuna. So Fortuna is very, very important, and this Fortuna or false Fortuna, which is called, is to be considered, especially for calculating the income or money of the person who is enjoying it, who is getting it. So this Fortuna is one problem. Second thing is Muhurta. Muhurta is election department. Muhurta is very important. Muhurta is very important. That should be taken into consideration. Mainly for opening a bank account, for example, what are the transactions we will make for regarding money, connection of money. Money is mainly, for example, to open a bank account, the second couple abroad be the significator of 2 or 6 or 11 and connected with Jupiter or Venus. Then we have to select that particular moment when DBA lots to signify 2, 6, 11. Then only it will be considered as very auspicious to open a bank account, and he will earn a lot of money after opening that bank account. So we have to check up like that. Suppose if we start doing remedies to start the spiritual life or divine worship, if 9th couples abroad be the significant of 1, 5, 9, 11 and 12, and also connected with Saturn or Ketu, then at that particular moment when Dashabhuktantra also signifies these planets, we can start remedies. We should not start remedies as and when we feel necessary. Suddenly, after coming it to the neck, then we will ask somebody what is the remedy, then we will follow that remedy. It is not the correct way to do it. Similarly, suppose if the government is elected, if one party is elected in the elections, and if they wanted to form the government, they will do it either on that day or next day or third day. That is not correct. If the Lagna Katpal Saplod is a significator of 1, 5, 9, 10, without any connection to Maraka or Padaka, then only the government will last long. Otherwise, it will not last long. After 1 year or 2 years, or some over a period, that will get a bad name and the government will fall down. So like that, we have to check up the auspicious moments for each and everything, especially connected with the financials. Then only it will increase our money earnings. This kind of following the Murta for each and everything connected with it, definitely we will get more money. Then finally, remedies are more important. Remedies, for each and everything, there are remedies. That remedies we have to do it. If we don't do remedies, it is of no use. Now, remedies are for the planets. We have to calculate here. Second, for example, if we wanted to earn more money, second cuspal abroad is Jupiter. Jupiter is in the first house and 10th house, owner of 10th house. And Jupiter is in the star of Mercury and sub of Jupiter only. So Mercury is the 9th house and then a lot of 4 and 7. So he is Badaka. We cannot change Badaka. We cannot change Badaka. But we have to do, for Jupiter, we have to do some remedies. We have to do some remedies to the Jupiter for the gentleman to earn more money. To earn more money, we have to do it. What are the things you have to do? Shiva Sahasranamam. He has to study Shiva Sahasranamam. He has to do it, Rudrabhishekam frequently. Next, he has to do Kavacham or Stotram, Dattatreya Stotram. He has to study. He has to respect the teachers, gurus, and serve them and respect them without any mind, supernatural evil minds. And Jupiter is a representative of Mahavishnu. Therefore, Purusha Suktam should be studied, or Sudarsha Homam is more beneficial for him in getting more money. So otherwise, Satyanarayana Katha may be performed now and then on Thursdays and Ekadashi day. Like that. So, Santana Gopala Mantram, Chandi Homam, or some of the other examples which are useful for him as remedies. These remedies also he can start only not when as and when he feels like that, but only he can do it with more clear auspicious movements. So these are the three factors. Three factors are: one is Fortuna, second is good Murta, and third is remedies he should perform. Then only he can increase the income. Then afterwards, then we will only check up the chart, how it is. So the checking, we will only follow new rules. Same rules, of course, we can tell some new rules also. First thing is, for knowing whether the native will have monetary income or not, actually he will get any income or not, we have to check up. Then that is for second cuspal abroad should signify either 2 or 6 or 10 or 11. Here, second cuspal abroad is Jupiter is in 1 and 10, and Jupiter star lord is in 9 and 4 and 7. So either 2 has not come, or 6 has not come, 10 has not come, 11 has not come. But second cuspal abroad is Jupiter. It has not come. But Jupiter is aspecting 5. Jupiter is aspecting 9. So 9 means Purjanma Punya, luck is there. But Mercury is also there. Sun is in 6. So that is the only benefit he is getting. Second cuspal abroad, Jupiter is signifying 6 is only one positive through Sun. And all the other things are negative houses. That's why his income is very less. Even though he is working and earning money, his income is less. To find out whether income will be more than expenditure or not, 12th cuspal abroad will signify either 2 or 6 or 10 or 11. Here, 12th cuspal abroad is Jupiter again. Same result will come. Jupiter is again will come. Here we can also consider Jupiter, Rahu are in conjunction, and Rahu is posited in 12th house. Jupiter is the agent of Rahu. That's why expenditure will be more for him. And income is only through 6 and expenditure is through 12. A lot of expenditure is there. So that hardly sufficient for him. The income is hardly sufficient for me. And there are certain rules are there. I have told for the students of for regular classes, that is for gaining good financial position, very good financial position. Second couple plot should be deposited in the constellation of a planet, which should signify either 6 and 11. 6 and if 6 and 11 are signified, then definitely you will get more money. That is Karorpati. He will become Karorpati. If second tattva subplot signifies second and 10th house, then he will be having moderate financial status. That means Lakpati or Karorpati nowadays. That is billionaire and this is Karorpati. And the ordinary income, second tattva subplot, it should signify third house and first house, third house or first house. Then we will have what's called satisfactory income. That means it is sufficient for them to manage day-to-day expenses. Then rule for checking that the native will have some wealth or not. If second tattva subplot is concerned connected to the positive houses, that is second house or sixth house or 10th house or 11th house, along with the negatives 5, 8, 12, then it indicates only some will be coming. So if the native will have enormous wealth means, or millionaire or very prosperous financially means, second tattva subplot should signify only positive houses 2, 6, 10 or 11 without having any connection to the negative houses which are 5, 8, 12. Then it indicates more amount of money, enormous wealth. So this wealth will come only when Dasha Bhuktiyantara 2, 6, 10, 11 are significators are in the conjoining period. That again, when a native will have no wealth, or he will be a beggar or a pauper, that is when it will happen if second tattva subplot does not signify any positive houses 2, 6, 10, 11, but only signifies negative houses like 5, 8, 12, then it indicates that he will not be able to have any wealth, but he will be a beggar or a pauper in this life. The timing of event will be during DBA of those houses significators comes. So like that, when all these rules are there, according to rules, all these rules we can only apply and get the results. Then getting a loan, repaying loans, repaying debts, repaying advances, all this recovering of money given to others, earning from illegal sources, earning from legal sources and illegal sources. If second tattva subplot is connected to second house and 12th house, then illegal connection will come, illegal earning. Then profit and loss. So all these things are separate rules are there. We have to follow those rules. And all these rules I will give in the notes that is being provided in the group, slowly one by one. Every week, 3 times we are giving. Each time some 5 to 6 questions we are using. So at least every week we are completing 20 questions and answers. So we will give more number of questions and answers. We will be able to complete it. So these gentlemen, if we follow, but again we repeat, here 2, 6, 11 are almost all the 3 are primary significators. They are called primary significators. Second tattva subplot is Jupiter. Jupiter is 1, 10, 9, 4, 7. And sixth tattva subplot is Saturn. Saturn is posited in the 9th house, owner of 11 and 12. 11 is positive, 12 is negative. 9th is also positive. So here both are maintained. Saturn is there. Then afterwards, Saturn is in the star of Saturn is star of Ketu. Ketu is in 6th house. Ketu is in the sun star. So that is all 6th house. Because Saturn is in 11th house, he must have got the job very late. Saturn means he will not give it immediately. Whenever Saturn becomes sublord, he will give the result a little bit late. But Saturn is, star lord is Ketu. Ketu is posited in 6th house. Ketu is posited in 6th house. Saturn is far away from Sun. So we cannot consider Sun's conjunction here. But we can only say Saturn is in the star of Ketu, Moola star, and Ketu is posited in 6th house. And Ketu also gives the result of Mercury, sign lord. So, sign lord is 9, 4, 7. So the only thing is, he is having a job that he is not getting it properly. But the Saturn has come as 7th Kaspal sublord also. 7th Kaspal sublord also Saturn has come. Therefore, Saturn sublord is Venus. So 11th Kaspal sublord, 10th Kaspal sublord is Venus, 5th Kaspal sublord. So they are not encourageable, but he can also try business also, part-time business. He can also try. Saturn is signifying 7th house and also 6th house. But Saturn, even though he is in 9th house and owner of 11 and 12, that is equal to positive and negatives. But his star lord is Ketu, is in 6th house. So job is preferred here. He will prefer his job only than business. He can also do business, and that is also not work, because Saturn is in the star of Ketu. Ketu is in the earthy sign. That Virgo is in earthy sign, 6th house, and it gives the result of 7th house also. It is posited in 6th house, gives the result of 7th house, which is in earthy sign. So if he does business, he may not gain substantially. He may lose also sometimes. So this is his financial position. His fortuna is there. His fortuna, sublord is Mercury. Mercury is the 9th house. So whenever Mercury Dasha or Mercury Bhukti comes, definitely it will be beneficial for him during that period, particular period only, as per this fortuna. And if he changes his habits, that is auspicious time, using auspicious time and doing new things regarding finances, and also doing some remedies, it will help for him. Okay?
Okay, thanks, Guru.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Now,
sir.
how do you feel?
Any correct, Guru.
Excellent, sir.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
You must only do some remedies. You can meet me, I will tell you remedies. You can do some remedies, and that will help you to some extent. And
Okay,
only we have to check up the planets and start remedies. Srinivas garu ఒకటి ఉంది ఇక్కడ. శ్రీనివాస్ గారు పేరేంటో మర్చిపోయాను. శ్రీనివాస్ గారు ఇనీషియల్ ఏంటి ఉన్నారా? శ్రీనివాస్ గారు
సార్ ఎన్వి శ్రీనివాసులు సార్ ఎన్వి శ్రీనివాసులు
ఇనీషియల్ ఏంటి?
ఎన్వి నాన్ వెజ్ ఎన్వి సార్ ఎన్వి నార్త్ అండ్ వెస్ట్ నార్త్ అండ్
ఓకే ఓకే వెరీ గుడ్. Is this date of birth and time of birth is correct, sir? Is this correct?
ఎస్ సార్
Then this Lagna, first of all, we have to see Lagna. Lagna Lord is Moon, Mars, Saturn, Mars, and 12th house also has come. Kaspal displacement is there. Kaspal displacement lesson I have told in the advanced course. So 12th house has come to first house. So first house become less. No, Mars is posited in 8th house. So you must be facing a lot of difficulties. That means Lagna Lord is not strong enough. Lagna Lord is very weak. He is in the negative house. Fifth one first house, Lord of first house, fifth house and the 12th house, and also posited in the 8th house. So 8 and 12 has come. Lagna Lord is not strong. So you will not be able to achieve the results very strongly. Second Kaspal sublord is Mercury. Mercury is posited in 9th house here also. 9th house, owner of 8 and 10. So that means you are having a good position of the house, good position of job, respectable job, having position status. 9th also educational institutions, higher learning. That is there, that indicates Mercury in the 9th house, and 8th house has come. So in the official duties also some problems might have been faced. 8th house will a lot of problems, obstructions. So this is coming. Second Kaspal sublord is Mercury. Mercury is in 9th house. Mercury is in the star of Ketu. Ketu is also in 11th house. 11th house indicates income. You are getting a very good income, 11th house, and you are having job. Mercury is in 9th house and Ketu is in 11th house. So 9 and 11 has come. So you are having a good job in same thing, either education institutions or any gaining of employment. And that means you must be in a superior position. It indicates recent promotions must have come. Already 66 night date of birth means 34 plus 25, 59 years, 60th year. But Lagna Lord is not strong. Thereby your life itself will be facing some of the irritants, problems. And second house is in Sagittarius. So Jupiter is in 8th house. So financially there are some struggles are there. Jupiter is in 8th house, Lord of 2 and 4. And the Fortuna is in 6th house. Fortuna sublord is Ketu. Ketu is in 11th house. So your luck is good. Your luck is okay. 11th house means you will be getting some promotions. Periodical promotions you will be getting in spite of your problems. So you have to do remedies for Lagna Kaspal sublord, Mars, and this Lagna is only in Scorpio. That is Badaka is 9th house. 9th lord is Sun is Badaka lord. Mercury is also in 9th house, Badaka house. Second, so for earning money also some problems may be there. It is not that easy, even though the chart is a little bit better than the earlier chart. But problems are there. But Fortuna, since Fortuna sublord is Ketu, Ketu is in 11th house, so you might have got lucky whenever Ketu is involved, either in Dasha or Bhukti. Now Mars Dasha means Ketu is coming shortly, Ketu is gone. Now calculation. Saturn Dasha ending. The Mercury Dasha is coming. Mercury is in 9th house, Lord of 8 and 10. After retirement, are you getting a job, sir? I think you are getting. But that is not so clear because 8th house is there. Ketu is now coming to 9th house in the transit. So this is the position. Financially, he is a little better, but problems he must have faced a number of times. But he got the promotion. Srinivasa garu.
sir. Yes, sir.
And now actually 60th year has come. When
Yes, sir.
your ending time is almost over, you can do some remedies for this also and strengthen this mercury. Mercury, you can strengthen it. చూడండి ఆలోచించి చూడండి, this will be better. So like that we have to check up the strength of the Lagna Lord, and then second the pulse of Lord and Fortuna point, all these things. Then we have to take a view for strengthening the Fortuna position and election auspicious timings. Whenever you perform any good things, you have to check up the auspicious time, that is more important. And finally, some remedies you have to do it. Permanent remedies, not small tricks. Not small tricks. What are the remedies mentioned in the mentioned by our sages in the old books? That we have to do it. Some religious books you must read and follow for the particular planets. Vishnu Sahasrama is more preferred here, or otherwise Sri Rama Rama Rameti. At least the slokam you can always read, you can remember and read number of times. And by Wednesdays, you can do some donations of plants to some other respected people, or you can pray Gurus Sai Baba or Raghavendra Swami or Dattatreya or even Dakshinamurti. You can pray, and on Wednesdays you can do Upavasam if it is possible for you. These are some of the remedies which you can do without spending much money. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Elaborate.
బాగుంది సార్, బాగుంది సార్ ఈ మధ్య.
ఇప్పుడు అర్థం కాని వాళ్ళు ఎవరన్నా ఉంటే ఇంకో రోజు ఫిక్స్ చేసుకుందాము. ఆ రోజు తెలుగులో చెప్తాను. We will try to tell in Telugu, and the rest of the charts which were given to me, I will try to see on that day here in the class. If they are interested, they can come. The other people who have submitted the charts.
నేను చార్ట్ పంపిస్తాను సార్,
Huh?
నేను ఒక చార్ట్ పంపిస్తాను సార్. ఒకటి
అదే ఎవరు పంపించారు కొన్ని,
మా ఫ్రెండ్
అవి ఉన్నాయి.
ఇప్పుడు పంపిస్తాను సార్, ఇవ్వదు పంపిస్తాను, ఇవ్వదు.
ఆల్రెడీ పంపించడం ముందు కవర్ చేశాక నెక్స్ట్ కొత్తవి చూస్తాం.
అట్లా కానీ సార్ ఎత్తుకోండి సార్, మాకు పంపిస్తాను సార్. పెక్యులర్గా చార్ట్ అది.
ఎవరు మాట్లాడతారు?
నేను విజయ్ కుమార్ సార్ మాట్లాడతాను.
ఓకే, పంపించండి.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ సార్. గుడ్ నైట్ సార్.
సార్ ఒక చిన్న క్వశ్చన్ సార్.
చెప్పండి.
ఫార్చునర్ సబ్లాట్ చూడమన్నారు. వాట్ అబౌట్ ఫార్చునర్ స్టార్లాట్? హౌ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ వి హావ్ టు గివ్? ఫార్చునర్ స్టార్లాట్కి ఎంత ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇవ్వాలి?
స్టార్లాట్ సంబంధం లేదు, సబ్లాట్. ఫార్చునర్ సబ్లాట్ చూసుకోవాలి. ఫార్చునర్ సబ్లాట్ జస్ట్ లైక్ ఎనీ అదర్ ప్లానెట్. సపోజ్ సన్ వస్తే ఏం చేస్తాం? సన్ సబ్లాట్ చూస్తాం. మూన్ వస్తే మూన్ సబ్లాట్ చూస్తాం. దాని యొక్క స్టార్లాట్ చూస్తాం. ఇక్కడ మనము ఫార్చునర్ సబ్లాట్ యొక్క స్టార్లాట్ చూడాలి, కానీ ఫార్చునర్ స్టార్లాట్ కాదు. క్లియర్గా ఉంది అందులో గ్రంథంలో, ఫార్చునర్ గురించి రాసిన గ్రంథాల్లో క్లియర్గా ఉంది. Fortuna sublot should be in the class also. I think I have given notes for this. Fortuna class is there in advance.
Yes, sir.
Fortuna sublot only. Wherever the sublot is posited, that we have to check up, and the result will come from that house. and that is the point. Fortuna point is a sensitive point, and Fortuna sublot point is also sensitive point. Here Fortuna sublot is Ketu. Ketu is in Libra, 26 degrees 37 points. Whenever any benefic planet crosses that point, that degrees and seconds, the native will get some kind of benefit in that, because it is 11th house in the natal chart. That's why whenever in the transit, any benefic planet crosses, benefic planet means not natural benefits, but functional benefits. Any doubt, any clarification? Anybody? Anybody? Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Why don't you respond when people are there?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Namaste, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Excellent briefing, sir.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్ మీరు చాలా టైం తీసుకున్నారు మీ టైం తినేసాం మేము 9:30 అయిపోయింది మీరు ఇప్పటికి పడుకునే టైం
ఎందుకంటే ఏదో
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్
న్యూ టాపిక్
ధన్యవాదాలు సార్.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Excellent topic, sir. Excellent topic, sir.
థ్యాంక్ యూ
మేడం మేము కామెంట్ చెప్పలేదు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ధన్యవాదాలు సార్.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
ఓకే.